Which Bloxburg Game Pass should you get? Well, it depends on whether you're a role player, builder, or both. So I'm gonna tell you what Game Passes each type of Bloxburg players should have right now. We're gonna start off by following ㍍㍍㍍ and her roleplay family.
La 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 la. Let's go to the beach. Ugh, not a stink cloud. Stupid moods.
Our friend ㍍㍍㍍ here has encountered the case of Stinky Beach. It's a rare case in which you're on your way to the beach and then suddenly you get a stink cloud and stink up the whole beach, and it's a whole thing. You do not want to get into a Stinky Beach situation. Which is why the first Game Pass you should get is Marvelous Mood. Because you're the one role-playing, not the game. When your little roleplay story tells you it's time to sleep and shower, that's when you go. You don't need no game code to tell you when. All moods do is take away the freedom and creativity of role-playing because you're so limited to what your moods tell you to do. Just make up your own moods.
The beach was so fun, but now we gotta head home because I have sand all in my sandals. Oh, looks like it's gonna be a little tight on our home. Maybe I shouldn't have adopted 4 kids.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have, but it's okay. Have no fear. Because this is when the multiple forest Game Pass can come into play. That is obviously assuming that, you have 300 Robux.
But why can't I just build a bigger house?
Because every family roleplay home I see on YouTube has 2 stories. So to really get into that roleplay vibe, you gotta have 2 stories. Otherwise you're faking it. You're not a true roleplayer.
Yay! Now I can build my house for my family. Okay, looks like we're kinda on a budget here, but that's okay. We can make it work. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, of course not. Look at your 90 kg.
Well, to be fair, I'm just a fictional character. You bought the car for me.
True, but it's a nice car. And I got a solution for you. The Excellent Employee Game Pass. If you're a role player, I'm assuming you don't really like working, so with the Excellent Employee Game Pass, you can just quickly work, build your house, and skip to the good part, the role playing. Remember, I'm going to share what Game Passes builders and the ones who are builders and role players should have later, so make sure to watch until the end.
Thanks, Tessilyn. Now I can finish building my house. I like my living situation right now, but it literally took an hour to drive to the beach, and the bills are so expensive. I don't have time to work though. If only there's a way to fix my problems.
Oh, ㍍㍍㍍, you are so lucky. I got just the Game Pass for you. The Premium Game Pass. Premium has a bunch of random benefits like being able to choose your plot and have half bills to make your roleplay experience just a little bit better. But I don't think it's worth 400 Robux for these small little benefits, which is why it's not higher up in the list. For builders, there are 2 types of builders, the leisure builders and the hardcore builders. To explain what Game Passes a leisure builder should have, let's bake a cake. To bake a cake, you need to gather the ingredients, then mix it, then wait for it to bake, and it's kind of a long process, which might be fun for some people. But let's be real here. The whole point of making the cake is to eat the final result. Same thing with Bloxburg. The whole point of working is the money, so you can use it to build. So as a professional lazy person, I summoned ㍍㍍㍍, a professional pastry chef, to bake the cake for me because they'd be a lot faster than me. So in Bloxburg, unless you blackmailed someone to work for you, your next best option is the Excellent Employee Game Pass. It's literally a double money glitch without getting you banned from Bloxburg. So now that I've subjected ㍍㍍㍍ to baking a cake for me, as a professional lazy person, I told ㍍㍍㍍ to make the most creative and exciting cake ever. So make the most creative and exciting cake she did. Adding so many layers to the cake, it basically reached the sky. Which you can do the same to your Bloxburg builds by getting the multiple floors Game Pass. The Game Pass can help you unlock more creativity and excitement to the build, because now you have, multiple floors. I feel like it can also make you seem more advanced than you are, because, now you got 2 layers, 3 layers, not just 1 boring layer. Back to our 100-layer cake, it's looking a little boring. We need some decorations, the chocolate, the sprinkles, the good stuff. It's just like adding decoration to your Bloxburg house, so it doesn't look like this. But I can't add decorations to the cake myself. After all, I'm a professional lazy person, which is why I have ㍍㍍㍍ to help me professionally frost, fill, and decorate my cake. Advanced placement is like the Bloxburg version of ㍍㍍㍍. It allows you to precisely put things exactly where you want it. But what if you're a hardcore builder? Well, what do you do? I'm gonna give you some hints on each Game Pass, and then you have 5 seconds to guess what that Game Pass is, and then I'm going to reveal what that Game Pass is. The most important Game Pass is all about working smarter, not harder, being more efficient with working, and has everything to do with money. I don't care how rich you are, how high level you are at pizza delivery, get yourself Excellent Employee. Inflation has caused the basic shapes and structural prices to be through the roof. The second most important Game Pass allows you to place items exactly where you want them, gets rid of the annoyance of not being able to place items, and can add more detail to your builds. If you want to build this, you gotta have this. Even if you don't care about collision, resizing is a huge part of building custom stuff. Actually, no. Resizing does matter, because I feel like even if you don't think that collision does matter, once you start building, you're gonna realize how much collision does matter. This next one allows you to place items anywhere imaginable, literally elevate your builds, and shapeshift Bloxburg. Transform Plus is a game pass that not only allows the sky to be the limit, but literally lets you build the sky by building clouds and stuff. Like, if you wanted to, you could build an Oreo spaceship. And please show me if you do, because I want to see. Thank you. This next one lets you stack your creativity, raise the roof, and allows you to build story upon stories. Multiple Floors is a game pass to make you feel more advanced, because I feel like you can still build some pretty cool stuff without the game pass, but the ability to build upwards just makes you feel so much cooler to yourself and other people. This next game pass can help you make your biggest dreams come true, make you feel and look richer, and expand the walls. Large plot is only necessary if you want to build large builds, hence the name large plot. So if you're simply building custom stuff that isn't necessarily going to be big, then don't get this game pass, it's going to be useless. But if you're crazy and you want to build large custom builds and spend every last penny you have, you're so welcome to. Just please show me on Instagram or Twitter so that I can see it. This game pass is for those who value money but don't value it enough to work for it, and it's also just kind of to, you know, show off. Premium is good in terms of having half builds, because custom builds are so expensive and I don't want to spend 2 hours working just for the game to take away all my money for builds. You also get double daily rewards, which help a little, but like when you're building such expensive builds, those $2,000 isn't gonna help a lot. But I guess it's like good to have it. But what if you're both? You're a builder and a role player. First, I'm gonna assume that you're a leisure builder and not a hardcore builder, because if you are, no, you're not. You're lying. I've scrolled Twitter, or X, enough to know that people doing this and the people going to the beach with 4 kids are in a whole different dimension. They're just not the same type of people, other than the fact that they occasionally play the same game. Whether you're role-playing or building, you need a house.
Yeah, but I don't have money to build a house.
Exactly. To build a house, you need money. And to get money fast, you need excellent employee. Which is why the first game pass you should get as a bother, as a builder and a role player, is excellent employee. Or you can check out my money making series. That works too. Since you're a builder and a role player, I'm gonna assume that at least one of the builds that you're building is used for your roleplay house.
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what I do.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's like I have a superpower or something. Anyways, most family homes are 2 stories, so you should have multiple floors. Since you're a builder too, you probably enjoy the process of building rather than quickly finishing building so you can roleplay in it. So you probably spend more time building and want your build to look really, really good.
I do, but it's like I can never place anything down where I want it to. It just gives me a stupid error message.
Which is why you need advanced placing, because without it, you're so limited with what you can do and where you can place things. It's so hard to do exactly what you envision. This next game pass is good for whether you're role-playing or building. It's the Marvelous Mood game pass.
How is it good for building?
Oh my god, I'm so glad you asked. Because once you're done building and you want to go look at your house, the last thing you possibly want is a yellow filter and flies all around your house. And then obviously when you're role-playing, a stink cloud won't spawn up every 5 minutes. It's a win for all situations. Before you comment, this is silly, it's just all your opinion, like why should I follow your advice? First, because it's my video, I can do whatever I want, I don't care. And second, I'm one step ahead of you, I already thought it through. I asked some of my YouTuber friends what game passes they think you should get, ranked from most important to least important. Robuild said that builders should have advanced placement, multiple floors, transform plus, large plot, and basement. While role players should have advanced placement, multiple floors, and marvelous mood. Kachunky said that builders should have excellent employee, advanced placement, multiple floors, transform plus, large plot, premium, and maybe basement. Role players should have excellent employee, multiple floors, premium, and advanced placing. Floral said that builders should have advanced placing, excellent employee, multiple floors, basement, large plot, and transform plus if you're advanced. While role players should get premium, marvelous mood, excellent employee, and any building game passes you want. If you like building and you're wanting to build a good house but don't have the money to do so, make sure to check out this video to find out what's keeping you from being rich in Bloxburg. Subscribe!